after that first indictment, I felt pressure to go on and get it, cause I wasn't satisfied by clothes or the looks of my sneakers. Everyone around me got dads they can meet with. Maybe if my odds were better, I could walk up and defeat them. But I believe in God, fuck the odds, I plan to conquer them. I come from a town where if you win, they get provocative. The 906 drastically changes, now they proud of me. They see me putting off of my city and want a part of it.
Yo, it's Gut with Gut Talk. We got a special guest in the building.
My name is 906Hammy, man. How are y'all doing?
Shit, man, but let's get right into it. So, all right, Hammy, where are you from? How was your upbringing? Tell me about the whole nine. Paint the picture for me.
So, I'm from Menominee, Michigan. It's like the middle of the Upper Peninsula. The upper part of Michigan, not lower, by like Detroit and Traverse. That's lower Michigan. I'm upper, like Escanaba, Iron.
Okay, so I don't know nothing about that, so because I'm from the south.
So, like, you ever hear someone say like the Yoop?
The
UP.
The UP. I heard the UP. I never heard the Yoop.
The Yoop. Okay.
The UP. Okay.
So like Yoop is actually probably like more like Youper slang. Like if you're a Youper, you'd use Yoop rather than UP. It's kind of just like a Youper thing. But like a lot of people compare us like Canadians. I use the word A lot. I'll probably end up saying it a lot.
How far away is that from Canada?
We're like 2-3 hours away from the border.
Yeah, because I think pretty much I went to Detroit one time for a Lions game way back. And that city, no offense, is trash as hell. Like that whole stadium, like I was there, I was like, damn, I got there, I'm like, I already feeling depressed. I only been here for an hour.
So actually the football team that the school that I went to in Menominee, they just went to the championship and they got to play at Ford Field.
Oh really?
Yeah,
that's dope. I don't know, bro. I went to Ford Field, man, and Bro, I get there, right? First of all, I'm walking up. I didn't even know it was the Lions stadium at first. I'm like, what? This is the stadium. Okay. I go in there, bro. Mind you, the Lions had like 2 wins this season. You know, the Lions been trash for a long time, right? Just getting absolutely heckled by these fans. I'm like, dog, I'm pretty sure the Packers were like 13-2, 1 seed, right? We didn't even have nothing to play for. These guys are getting on my ass. I'm like, bro, I'm wondering, what are y'all going to say if you're actually good? I was like, and then I bought a sandwich. This shit was hard as a rock, bro. It was hurting my teeth even biting it. And then I get a Sprite. I don't even drink soda like that unless it's a grape soda. I take one sip of it, bro. It was dirty. It tastes. I'm like, bro, this is the worst experience of my life. And I was like, I don't think I'm ever coming back here. And I haven't since.
So I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, Michigan people are probably gonna shame me for this. I've never been to Detroit. I've been to Traverse City, which I mean, some people compare them like similarly, but I don't know. Traverse City stinks though. Like you get Kakana, how it smells bad because the paper mill.
Yeah, I used to drive by there a couple times.
Rusty ass smell. It stinks bad. But yeah, so I'm Menominee.
Okay, bet. Yeah, I don't even think I've ever been to Menominee as far as I know of.
So you know that big bridge in Marinette?
Bro, I don't be in Marinette.
Okay.
I'm telling you, when I say I don't be out there, I don't be out there.
So
I've been to Marinette like one time, and I saw you perform.
Show.
Yeah, I saw you perform. Fun fact, actually, I got a story for you about that show.
Okay, bet.
So you were performing, right? This is the first time I ever seen you. I didn't know nothing about you. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I hate competition shows, mind you.
Me too. I don't like them that much.
So, like, I'll throw some, but I don't really do it like that. And I was with AMD, right? Bro, you said something, right? I think this is before you worked with your manager or anything, as far as I know, right? You said something like, I'm a 16 or 17-year-old rapper, right? And I yelled, no, you're not.
That was you.
That was me.
I remember that, bro. And I was like, oh, yes, I am.
Bro,
do you remember that?
I just sat there heckling. I didn't even know, dude. I sat there in a crowd. I'm a 6-year-old. No, you're not.
Bro, so like,
I always remember that because I was like, dog.
Bro,
my first interaction was chirping this guy.
I remember after that too. There was a whole bunch of Do you remember that night? There was a whole bunch of problems that night.
Yeah, bro. Next thing you know, I'm outside. There's a bunch of cops. I'm like pulling AMD away. Yeah, I'm like, hey, bro, we're leaving.
You were like, and then some lady started like yelling at you. You're like, you're not gonna talk to me like that. And I started laughing my ass off. And you were like, you looked at me. You're like, hey, you did good. I was like, I appreciate you, bro.
I remember that too. She was like, get on my ass. I'm like, you're not going to talk to me like that. Yeah. This isn't going down.
So
and then I'm like, hey, bro, you did a good job.
Yeah, because I think I think like you just didn't want to talk to her anymore because she kept trying to talk to you after you were like, you're not going to talk to me like that. And I think you just had enough. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna talk to bro. Get her out of here.
But anyways, bro, so what's it like being from Michigan or that whole atmosphere out there? Was it positive energy?
So like there's definitely like two sides to Michigan. Like you could go north by the Y, past the Y, and there's some of the biggest houses you'll see. You know what I'm saying?
Like
But
nice
you could
houses.
go,
Stuff
yeah,
like that.
very
Okay.
nice houses. Like owners of shipyards and shit live there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they're up some bags.
And then yeah, bro, for real. Like I remember the first time I seen a Range Rover. That shit was like rare from where you're
Yeah.
from. I was like, damn, bro, a Range
He
Rover.
said, that's what I want to get.
Nah, for real. So then like you go down to like towards like kind of where it gets more countryer and stickier, like it's more poverty-ish. Like you'll see shittier houses, you'll see cook spoons laying on the ground. You know what I'm saying? It's just like any other spot. There's a negative and a positive side. I'd say I definitely grew up in between the middle. Like I was all around. You know, I was in Marinette. I've been in the sticky area. I've lived way out in the country. I've lived right in the middle of town. The last like 8 years, I lived right in the middle of town though, on 36 and 13th, Menominee.
So you went to school there too?
Yeah. So I went to Marinette school from kindergarten to 5th grade. And then 6th grade, I switched over to Menominee.
Do you have any early memories of you in school when you were that young, or not really? Or
So like I do like growing up, like I always loved sports. I was big on baseball and basketball. I never
you
really
good?
I was good at baseball.
basketball, not really.
Like I wanted to tell myself I was, but then like when I started playing for the team and I was sitting bench and shit, I realized like I'm not as fucking good as I think.
Everyone
I am.
thinks they're a hooper until they get on an actual team.
For real,
I've
bro.
been there.
I wanted to be a point guard, and then my coach put me at small forward. I was like, there goes that. Right, you know what I'm saying? But no, baseball was always like so fun, like a release definitely, cause like I don't know,
So
hitting that ball, you know.
so then you said you went to a different school for middle school?
Yeah, so in 5th grade, my mom. So I was living in Michigan, but going to Wisconsin school, and like I never had it easy. So like I was getting help from the school. So like the school was giving my mom taxi vouchers to get me to and from school. Cause like
You said
we didn't
taxi
have a car.
vouchers?
Yeah, the school was giving my mom like taxi vouchers so I could take a taxi to school.
So what is a taxi voucher
'Cause-
exactly? So is
So
that basically
it's just
mean
a free ride. Like it was
Oh,
a
that's
piece
kind
of
of dope.
paper.
The school did that for you?
Yeah, no, for real. And
I
they,
wouldn't have done that shit.
yeah,
Nah,
no,
fuck
for real.
that.
No, I was embarrassed as shit. I used to have the taxi driver drop me off a block away from the school, and I'd walk up. Cause the first 2 times I wasn't embarrassed or nothing, and then like some people see me get out, and I was getting fucking roasted, bro. Like you took a taxi cab to school. I was like, damn.
You know
bro.
that's the sad part about school when you're younger, bro. You
For
like
real.
you'll someone will be real life going through something, be broke, whatever it is, like have one parent, whatever it is, and like you get roasted for it. It's like, damn.
Nah,
Like,
for
come on
real.
now. It ain't my fault, bro. My family is going through some shit and you just gonna get on my ass about it.
And like I feel like that caused me to be like a dickhead later on, like because
Yeah.
like when I started getting up in school, like I started to get more popular. Because like as soon as I switched, like in Marinette, I was a good ass kid. Like I would get good grades and stuff. But then like when I switched to Menominee, like that's when everyone just started to see like a drastic change. Like I don't know, like definitely the people I was surrounded by made it worse.
Yeah, it's the 5 people you're around, you know, basically makes you who you are. You know what I mean? That's why I try to surround myself with positive people. But
No doubt.
it's kind of hard, you know what I mean? You know, because, you know, you can be friends with someone, but you really don't know their true intentions until you, like, really start
For
kicking
real.
at them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I learned that.
That's like me,
within
bro.
last year.
I had a great upbringing. You know, this ain't about me, it's about you. But for some reason, when I was younger, bro, I was a bully when I was in middle school, damn near in high school. I don't know why though. I really had no reason, bro. I think it was just because like I was just bigger than people, and I think it was just because my friends like enjoyed like kind of like oh haha, you know. What
Yeah,
I'm saying?
for
But, like, I
real.
used to do a lot. Of dumb
Yeah,
shit.
I was like I wrote a song about it the other day. I was like, damn, bro, because like I always think about it too, like because like I obviously been hurt by other people, you know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
I really thought I was like, damn, bro, I definitely hurt some motherfuckers' feelings in my time, and like I was just thinking, I was like, I'm actually sorry, you know what I'm saying? Because I
That's
feel
real.
bad, because like within this last 2 years, like I've just like looked at like what I've came through, what I've gone through, and like I realized like, damn, bro, like being bullied like kind of changed me. So I was like, I hate to change somebody, you know, just because I said
Yeah,
they
so you
didn't,
said
you
some
know,
word.
yeah, just to make
Yeah.
my friends laugh, like you said, because that was definitely a main part of why I was being a little dickhead. You know what I'm saying?
So you said you changed to a different school, like middle school, right? And
yeah,
all that. So, and you said that was a something that changed you, basically?
Yeah, so,
Can
like-
you want to break that down a little more?
Yeah.
How that changed you, or
So,
why it changed you?
I was forced to leave Marinette school. So like back
you
to the
mean
back
forced
to
to
the
leave?
taxi voucher. So like they were giving me taxi vouchers because I lived in Menominee. So once they found out I lived in Menominee, I was taking the taxi from Menominee to Marinette. Like, that wasn't allowed. Like, my insurance, it was like something with like some insurance fraud or some shit. Like, I don't remember the whole like scheme of what had happened, but basically I was forced to move schools. Like, the principal and the superintendent were telling my mom, like, you got to switch him over to Menominee. I remember I found out I cried because, like, I did not want to go to Menominee.
Well,
like,
you just lost your friends, too.
Yeah, no, for real. The people I've been around since kindergarten. And literally my first day in Menominee, I was fucking up. Like, I was like, damn.
Like what you mean? How do you do that?
So it was my first day. We was in math class, and some kids were just, like, throwing paper. And I started throwing paper with them. But then as soon as we, like, a kid went and told on us, and then we got told on. And then I walked into the classroom, and my friend was like, he's a rat. He's a rat. And so I was like, I went up to him. I was like, you're a fucking snitch. And then the teacher heard me, and she didn't like that.
Yeah.
And so I got sent down to the office, and the
was that your
principal
first day, you said?
First or second. Like, it was,
you can't start like that. You
yeah,
got to at least be in there
not.
2 weeks before you start acting a fool, at least.
And so, like, that's when, like, when I got brought down to the office, that's when all them bad fuckers were like, oh, new recruit, you know?
We recruit,
like, new recruit.
He said
they were teaching me all the bad shit, bro.
Let's teach you the streets. All right.
Well, like, not teaching me bad shit. Like, I obviously knew what I was doing, but you know, it definitely
influencing your poor decisions. You know what I'm saying? That's like I said, the 5 people around the most is what you become, man. You around 5 drug addicts, you're probably gonna be a drug addict. You around 5 people steal, you're probably gonna steal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, me. I don't smoke or drink. I don't do nothing. I hang out with a lot of people who drink all the fucking time, but I don't just because it's just my personal.
That's good, bro.
That's what I'm on. But, you know, at the end of the day, so I guess there is some leeway and exceptions. You know what I'm saying? So what was from there? Did you stay in that middle school into high school?
So, yeah. So the last school I went to was Menominee High School. So I went to high school. Like, I stopped. I didn't drop out. So, like, a lot of people get it twisted. Like, so I went to high school freshman through junior year. I don't have none of senior year credits yet because I didn't start yet from this year. But yeah, so I went to Menominee 6th grade through 11th grade.
Okay, so then you were probably making friends in middle school, all that. How did that transition to high school? Like, so when you went to high school, were you like a popular kid? People like you, or you kind of like the weirdo in the corner? Like, what were you?
So in 6th grade, I was definitely like a little fucking weird. Like, I had like fake Yeezys and shit. Like, my mom got. Yeah.
You can't try to be a hype beast for 12.
Not for real.
I didn't try doing that.
I had a Supreme headband and shit I would wear to school. So
see, I didn't get into all that until like I guess there's a different age.
But I could always make people laugh. Like, that was always my thing. So, like, towards the end of 6th grade is when I started to fit in more. Like, I started to get to know the people around me and, like, started fitting in. So then when 7th grade came around, when 7th grade came around, I was pretty popular-ish. But, like,
were you still rocking the fakes, or did you grow up by
then? No, bro, I was definitely still wearing the fakes in 7th grade.
Hey, man, he's being real.
But no,
a lot of people are going to say
I bought some Kanye merch, though, that I feel like Pablo shits in 7th grade, and I thought I was the coolest motherfucker because it was, like, my first piece of, like, real hype.
So how did you scum up the money to even get that?
So
I know that wasn't cheap. I know Ye ain't cutting no deals.
They were like $95 fucking dollars.
That's
bro.
a lot of money when you're that young.
It was the long sleeve. Oh yeah, bro. To me, that was like $300.
Yeah, you were grabbing quarters out the street. By any means.
I know my grandma paid for half of it for Christmas.
Really?
Because I got an Xbox controller, and then she was gonna give me a $50 gift card, but I was just like, you just put $60 toward. I'll pay the rest of it because I had like a little bit, you know, like when your parents get.
Yeah, they toss you a little bit of change here and there. You got stockpile it up.
No,
I feel it. My first hustle was I was like 4th or 5th grade. I was selling candy out my locker.
Okay.
And like I was really running it up there, but then the teacher got mad at me and stopped letting me do it. So then what I did start selling candy out my friend's locker. I just moved down the hallway.
Bro, that's a system hack.
I know, I really was. You know those fruities, like the little tiny ones? Like the fruit roll, like the little fruities. You buy them in the bag, and you like the 3-pound bag, like grape ones. You know what I'm talking about.
Do they look like little Tootsie Rolls?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the real small ones.
Yeah, I know.
You can buy a whole bag for like $5. Like
okay.
Big bag.
So you're making profit.
Bro, I was selling this for a quarter for one.
Really?
I was just,
were you doing
just
like
finessing these people.
For $1?
Just imagine, bro. You can get a whole bag, bro, for like $5. Probably cheaper then because inflation.
I knew
like
a kid
$3
in high school.
Just boom, a quarter. They were buying like 8 a pop, $2, man. You know what I'm saying? I was running it up.
Making that
I wish there was a
real.
casino back then, man. I would have been I've been tripling that. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
But, okay, you're in high school now. You know what I'm saying? Were you playing any sports at that point? What were you doing with your time?
I started playing basketball for a team in 6th grade, but I've been playing baseball since I was in 4th grade. So, like, I started baseball in Marinette, but then I took, like, 2 years off because of COVID, which was pretty fucked up. COVID really fucked me up.
Actually, that's a good thing to talk about. So, obviously, when COVID's going on, I'm not in no school, you know what I'm saying? What was it like being in school for COVID?
So, like, I still remember the day when, like, I remember I was in biology class, and I was sitting there. Biology class was always the class we would fuck shit up in because
that's like every kid. That's what they always say.
Bro, Miss Betzinger did not give a shit what you did. Shout out Miss Betzinger. She always be listening to my music in the class too, so she might watch this. So shout out Miss Betzinger.
There we go. Send her the clip.
For real. So I remember, I want to say we had a sub that day. The sub came in and was like, the virus is spreading. Like, they're shutting down bridges and stuff. Like, you're getting 2 weeks off of school.
They shut down bridges?
Yeah, so, like, the bridge to Marinette, Menominee, it's a big, like, 3 lanes on each side bridge, you know.
So you couldn't
they
even
shut
lay
it
down?
down. Yeah, so, like,
bro, was this
it
a
was
zombie
crazy.
apocalypse?
So
I don't think they did that.
I heard the
Bay.
2 weeks was off. I packed up my Xbox and I went to my dad's. He was living in Little Chute. But then, like, I remember because when I left, they were like, "You're not gonna be able to come back for like probably like 3 weeks." Like, they got the bridge shut down. I was like, "Damn, bro, the bridge shut down." I was like, "Damn,
that's kind of wild."
The
Bro.
COVID was crazy, bro. Pandemic was crazy on God. Like, I don't know.
So how did it work then when so you just had to go to school online then?
Yeah, so they gave us all computers. I was actually on probation when the pandemic hit.
Bro, all right. Well, now
we got to back up a little bit.
Now I gotta ask you about that. You can't just casually say you're on probation because now Gut needs to know every detail.
No, facts. So let's
Where's
take
the
it back
paperwork?
to 6th grade. I caught my first actual like real charge, like needing to go to court charge when I was 12 years old in the 6th grade. So like I didn't get the serving paperwork until the summer of which I was going into 7th grade. So I was still 12. You know what I'm saying?
So when I was 12, from what I can remember at least, I was like playing Madden or like a damn near thing I was playing like Super Mario games, to be honest, bro, because I used to be heavy into all that. So what could you possibly doing at 12 to catch anything?
My problem is that like back to I was the weird kid, you know? So like all I wanted to do was just fit in, you know, be that puzzle piece. So when I seen other people fighting and then them coming back after a 3-day suspension and everyone's got videos of their fights and they're all talking around, you know, I'm thinking fighting's the way to go. So all my
trying to get his clout up.
That's what I'm saying. So all my life, I really like I've been fighting since like whenever, like getting into little scraps on the playground, whatnot. So I remember someone had said some shit about my mom, and so I grabbed one of them hardtop books and I just smacked him with it. And the next day, this motherfucker named Officer Brian, bro. We can get into that too. He was a cop who worked at my school, but he ended up being a pedophile, bro. Like molesting a whole handful of kids that I went to school with. And so
he's getting deep now.
Nah, for real. And he came to my house and knocked up on the door and gave my mom some paperwork saying I was being served. Like 4 to 5 months after it happened, I was like, can they even do that, bro? Like, I'm 12. I'm 12 years old. I get them in the wrong. I'll shovel some dog shit in the dog park or something, bro. But I'm not going to spend my time after this. And it was so unprofessional. I remember I walked into court, and the jury was literally people I went to school with. Like, that shit, that's not allowed. Like, real court, jury is not allowed to know any of the defendants. You're not allowed to know no one. You can't do that. So it was people I was literally into school with. Like, if I go to school the next day, I'm seeing the jury in school. Like, it was, like, some of their sisters were in my grade. Like, the jury I know. I'm like, what the fuck is this, bro? So they end up giving me my punishment. It was, like, 50 hours of community service. I had to write an essay to the boy's mom. I had to pay like $100 in fines, $150 in fines.
I mean, it's not ridiculous, but it's still
not
much
ridiculous.
for 12.
But the big one was that it was 8 months of consent calendar. So this consent calendar, Menominee fucked me, bro. They said this consent calendar was gonna help me out in baseball, get me on a travel team, like help me out with all this shit. The consent calendar was nothing but a bunch of fucking just objectives I had to follow. Like, it was like 30 objectives. I wasn't allowed to hang out with some of my friends. Like, it had names of my friends that I wasn't allowed to see.
All that over a fight?
Yeah, all over a fight. Like, just because, well, I'm not gonna lie, like the fight wasn't the only predicament I had gotten into. Obviously, I was a bad little bastard, just trying to fit in. Like I was doing bad shit. I was skipping school in the bathroom, just 6th grade. Like why do I gotta for learning about fucking marriage at a little? You know what I'm saying? Like I was in 6th grade. It was some easy ass work. I should have just stayed in class. If I could go back and change it all.
Yeah, you can't now. That's too late now. So okay, I forgot where we even were because then you said you said something then probation. Then now you're talking wild about some probation officer.
It was
if you even want to get, I don't even know you want to get
probation. I could talk about my probation officer. So my probation officer's name was Becky. She was a fucking illiterate fuck. She smelled like cigarettes, terrible, breath terrible, fingernails yellow, like terrible.
Really?
So
yeah, you got.
I remember one time she called my mom. I was like 15 minutes late because I was in a fight. I got a video too of the fight. I can show you before I leave. I knew I had a PO meeting. I had to go take a piss test and whatnot. And
how old were you at this point?
13.
You're taking piss tests at 13.
Weed. Yeah, I was definitely smoking.
Yeah, you
weed.
were just a mess, bro.
Well, because the home life wasn't good. We'll get into it all. Well, I definitely have reasons for it all. So, I remember I was like 30 minutes late just getting home, and mom's like, "Where were you?" I just started showing her this fight video. She's like, "Ah." My probation officer actually never found out about it, but she ended up giving me an extension. So, but I gotten put on probation 3 separate times besides the first time on all assault charges, except one. It was a disorderly conduct on some weird shit. My friend took a picture of my ass. Like my ass was just out, like when you're with some friends, you're just mooning your friend. Yeah. Bro, he took a picture of that shit and posted it on his story. It was like happy birthday,
Yeah.
Fucking bro, I come home from school and the marshals are at my door in a Tahoe, dog, talking about is your Snapchat Gorgas K14? They had my IP, so what, like, I guess like.
Wait, why are you getting in trouble? You didn't post it.
It was my ass, bro.
I guess that's how it works.
We both got in trouble, bro. They were trying to give us some. Bro, I thought I was gonna have to register as a sex offender because they took a picture of my ass.
I don't know, man. It's just wild to me that like fighting slight. I mean, I'm just saying these are kind of slight things to take it to this extent.
So back to 6th grade, bro. Like, what I want to say is that like they were trying to prove a point or something because besides me, 17 of the people that I knew that were in 6th grade, they also got hit with consent calendar forms. Like the cops came to
I guess at least
it
wasn't just
you did this bad shit. We're pressing charges on you. But the thing is that me and a select 5 other people, we actually got charges pressed on us. Like the kids' parents were like, "I want to press charges." Like fucking my one buddy fucking put some shit in this dude's locker and it ended up fucking up his laptop that was in his backpack. Like he dumped some spoiled milk on the top cover.
Nah, I feel that one. Now I'd be pissed.
So his mom was pissed as fuck, bro. He ended up having to pay like $1,000 for a laptop.
Yeah, hell no. I would be pissed on that too.
No, yeah, if I was a dad.
So, you've said so much shit. It's hard to even keep track of.
Bro.
No, don't apologize. This is a good story. You said something about some pedophile.
So yeah,
I wasn't even gonna get into this,
but
then I was like, you know what, you brought it up.
So when I was in the 6th grade, I met this cop named Brian Helfer. You can look him up, bro. You can Google him. He's got like a whole.
No, not the wiki.
The wiki. So fucking, when I was in 6th grade, I met this cop named Brian Helfer. He started out like really dope, besides pressing charges on me, I hit someone with a book. Besides that, he was always trying to help me with something. I should have taken it on earlier that it was getting weird because he would take me and my friends out to dinner on Fridays. You know what I'm saying? We go to Joe's Wax with him. It wasn't nothing to us. We were,
you're like, damn, some free food
for real. I'm gonna fucking eat cream of corn and some fucking turkey later if you don't buy me a burger. So I don't give no fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'll eat the burger.
Yeah, I don't know that. This already give me weird vibes already. But
I remember the first weird sign he gave me is me and my friend went out to dinner with him and he said, "Take our picture." And I remember I grabbed the phone to take the picture, and he went and pressed his face against my friend's face. I remember taking the picture. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so then 7th grade moved around. Brian went from he was always working in a few select schools in the Upper Peninsula, so like Kearney's like in the sticks. Like you don't even get cell phone reception up there.
Oh no.
So he was working all these schools. Well, he started going to Menominee more than anything. When he came to Menominee, that's when he started getting really cool. Me and my buddies Cooper and Derek, we would stand by him up in the front of the building every morning and talk to him. which wasn't really like us because we never really liked authority, but we didn't have to talk to Brian like he was authority. You know what I'm saying? We talked to him like he was a normal person.
Yeah.
My one friend was actually so close to him that I'm almost positive he was getting vapes from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been into that office where they got the metal desk. You pull it out, and there's 30 Juul bars in there. You know what I'm saying? Because they're collecting them. I'm almost positive. Like, they were so close. My buddy was getting vapes from him. Well, so from 7th to 8th grade, 8th grade rolls around, and we're hanging out with Brian, whatever. We started to get closer. One day, Brian don't show up. We're like, that's unlikely. He don't show up for 2 weeks straight. So
you know something's going on.
So we're all like, what the fuck, bro? Like, where's Brian at? Like, because he was helping us out. Like, he would give us money to go to the vending machines and stuff, get us out of class early. Like, he was doing, like, cool shit.
Yeah,
and so
right. Little do you know the reason why, but
for real, bro. So my buddy Derek was the first one to find out because he had an older brother who was even closer. The older because that's how we got close with Brian. It's because our friends' older brothers were close with Brian. So Derek come to the lunch table one day and he's like, bro, I got some shit to tell
I got something for y'all today.
I'm like, what? Like, is it about, like, what's it about? He's like, it's about Brian. And I'm like, okay. We all, settle in. And he's like, I heard he's been raping kids.
Oh,
and we were all like, yo. So, like,
you were probably sitting there right there in that moment thinking of every time he's
for real. And so fucking we ended up figuring out that it was real. Like, a press release happened, like, Menominee County. He ended up having over 40 confirmed cases, bro, of kids where he would like buy them shit and stuff, to, for sexual. It's disgusting, bro. And it's bad. I rap about it a lot. I like to put it in the songs, try and get him more justice. Because he was the thing that pisses me off most is that when he was caught, he served 9 months. Okay.
Oh, is he out right now?
So hold on. He served 9 months. Okay. He got out. I'm almost positive it was because of COVID. Okay. He got out because of COVID.
A lot of people got out because of COVID.
So he's out.
9 months is kind of insane, though.
He's
That's
out for over 2 years, dog. Right? He just got sentenced again 2 months ago.
For what?
In November. For the charges that were pressed against him 3 years ago. 3+ years ago. You know what I'm saying? So,
9 months is insane. I know
so I think
did a lot longer for a lot less.
They didn't even sentence him that much either. I think he only got like 3 years or some shit. Like, it's disgusting. My dad got 5 for not paying child support. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's weird. That's very weird. Fucking a weirdo. I try to push it on to Menominee as much as I can. I remember being in court and the DA who is trying to press win the case against me, I was only 12 still, going through this. And so my stepdad is very he's a career criminal, they like to call it, in Menominee. He's fucked up a lot. He's on his last strike. He said, you're just like your stepdad, you're gonna be just like him, a career criminal. And I was like, I'm gonna be the career criminal, but you're working with a pedophile police, like, you're all corrupt. And they didn't like that. They were gonna put my mom in contempt of court and shit, all because of my mouth.
So you said in court? I said it. Well, not in court. It was over Zoom court. Oh, okay.
But yeah. So.
No, yeah, you're wilding for saying that, man. I ain't gonna lie. If I'm in court, I'm gonna be yes, sir, no sir. I'm gonna be sitting there on my P's and Q's.
See, no, it was me always, but like there was a very few times where I cracked because I could. They were just
saying too much.
The shit that they were saying was foul. The shit they were doing was foul. The shit they were making me do was foul. Like it was all foul. Like I wish like we could definitely get more of a higher eye down there.
No,
like, even someone from here, Green Bay or something, where it's, they're more for the people. I feel like, everywhere's got corruptness. Don't get me wrong. Corruption, sorry.
Yeah, you're
They're
good.
Gonna flame me for that in the comments. Everywhere's got corruption, but I feel like, most places know how to deal with it definitely way better than us, or better, than the places that are.
It always seems like, though, I'm not trying to, I don't know if this sounds weird saying like this, but it always seems like some weird shit always goes down those smaller places or the up north places. I don't know why.
It's always some pedophile shit, bro. Y'all stop touching kids, bro.
Yeah.
That shit is weird.
It definitely is. All right, well, I think we talked enough about your upbringing and all these wild stories. I wasn't expecting all this, you know what I mean? No, so let's transition to the music. So what got you started making music, or even a thought? Because, it's not something that you just wake up one day and you're like, oh, I'm gonna make music. You know what I mean?
Doubt. So I was always around like the hip hop culture. I grew up in like a trailer park most of the time, so I was always around like a whole bunch of different people listening to a whole bunch of different rap music. I remember like my first rap I really wrote. I was 7 or 8 years old, and I remixed "Gun Walk" by Lil Wayne.
See me walking with my limp. That's my gun walk.
So like I didn't remix it. I basically like copied his shit. Like I just like took a few words out and made my own, you know, just to see like what I could do with it. That's definitely not like what I was thinking in my mind, but like now that I look back, I was probably just like playing around.
Well, I mean, bro, you're 7. I don't really expect
For
you to
real,
do much.
it's not like I'm gonna drop the shit and go viral. I mean, I didn't have no access to none of that. So, but then like that just clicked, bro. Like the first time I heard rap music, I was like, I fucking love this shit. You know what I'm saying?
So who was like the first artist you ever listened to?
Eminem, for sure. Love the Way You Lie was definitely like one of the first.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. The chat might not like this. I'm not an Eminem guy.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people don't like that. I
So,
damn near can't stand Eminem.
I'm
to be honest.
only old Eminem. Like his new shit's kind of whack to me. Like I don't like all the weird wordplay. Like it don't make much sense to me. Like I like rap with a meaning, you know. So like his old shit, like No Love, anything he did with Lil Wayne, hard. You know what I'm saying? Anything he's got with a girl on the song, hard. Like that.
I mean, Lil Wayne's my favorite rapper of all time. So I mean, you talk about Lil Wayne,
you know what I'm saying?
But
so then like I started like I was always like writing music or writing poems or writing stories. Like I was always writing something. Like I always just had a creative mindset. And then like I started playing guitar around 12.
Really?
But, like, before
that's
then,
dope. That's real young getting something like that.
for sure. So like, but before then, I was freestyling a little bit. Like, you know, like when you get high with your friends and you're like, just throw a beat on.
Yeah, I don't smoke, but no, I feel what you said. I don't get high.
Sorry, sorry.
No, you gotta apologize again.
So, fucking, we'd just be like, throw a beat on. I was at NLE beat, and we'd just rap a little bit. But like me and my friend Jack, like our friends could realize like, damn, these guys got a little bit of rhythm. Cause like they would throw a beat on and it would only be us rapping then. Like
right.
they just stopped rapping. So 6th grade came around. I started playing the guitar at 12. I realized I wasn't that good. Like I could only like the only real song I could play was Happy Birthday, bro. And even then it was a few strings fucked up and shit. So, but I always had that love for rap. Like I could always write raps. And so I went to school and there was this kid in the grade above me. His name was LilGutt. And he was writing raps and shit and posting them on TikTok. And I was like, bro, like I write raps a little bit. Like you probably see me on a few stories, like rapping at a party or something. And he was like, yeah, I actually have, you're pretty good. I was like, let's make a song. Like we could just fuck around, throw it on SoundCloud or something. Yeah, and we did. Yeah, and we did. Like I recorded on the Apple headphones, and then ever since then.
Oh my god! So I've been doing this. I've been in a lot of studio sessions. I've met a lot of industry people, a lot of people who are local people done podcasts. I swear to God, everyone says, yeah, and I record on my Apple headphones. That's literally the first
lab, bro.
Yep, in the band lab. Yep,
Band
that's
lab,
like the
bro.
same. It's a copy and paste answer. It's like that. It's how that. I think that's how every person starts.
That Lil Tyler kid, he went global off fucking BandLab, bro.
Yeah,
His, like,
BandLab is actually decent. A lot of people, trash it, but it's actually not bad. So, with the first song that you made, like looking back on it, like was it trash?
It's so ass. We can listen to it later. I'll play it for you.
That's the second part. Everyone says every time, yeah, my music, bro, was so trash. Like,
yeah, no. So
terrible.
When I first started, I definitely took I was writing drill music because like I was living a whole different life. Like I was out every weekend running around with my friends with a fucking BB gun in my waistband. You know what I'm saying? Searching for a lick. You know what I'm saying? Just being a little dumbass. You know what I'm yeah, out here with the BB gun. And like I was just making dumb decisions, so I was just trying to fit the role. You know what I'm saying? But I realized like a year after I started making music and it wasn't getting me places, I wasn't thinking like it's your fault. I was like, it's the shit you're glorifying. Like I'm sitting here glorifying murder. I'm sitting here talking about I just put 50 rounds into a car. I ain't never did that. You know what I'm saying?
You were cap rapping.
Cap rapping, but at the same time, I just was glorifying the wrong thing because I was definitely writing about some shit that I was doing. I was definitely like out there doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? But it just wasn't the portrayment that I wanted to live or even be a part of. Like once I realized like I'm talking shit about a person doing the same shit I'm doing, so I'm talking shit about myself.
No, I
gotta change. You know what I'm saying? So
how did you elevate from your music being trash, BandLab headphones, into like actually kind of getting some sort of motion or at least making better songs?
So I want to say Young G So Crazy. Shout out Young G So Crazy, the 715. He was definitely a big part of that. He got me into my first real studio in Menominee on 13th Street. Got in there, made the song Nights in the 906.
Y'all made the song together?
Yeah, it's dropped on YouTube and SoundCloud. We're working on getting a video, even though we shot it like a year ago. We're also working on a 5-song EP right now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm excited as fuck for that.
Okay, so then you start making some music. You starting to feel like it's getting better. You're actually in an actual studio. then how did it go from that to the next? There's always step. It's a ladder. You know what I'm saying?
So like
step,
at
step,
that point,
step.
I was still writing drill music a little bit, but I was going through a rough patch in my life. Like I moved out at 14 years old. Like I've been alone since 14. You know. Like,
Oh, living on your own the whole night?
Yeah, I was homeless for a little while. I slept on benches. I crashed at friends' houses on the futon, the basements. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm not trying to. You know what I'm saying? If you don't. How are you homeless at 14, bro?
So
like, how does that even work?
So what was going on is that for a long time, from the age of 12 to 14, I was stealing from my stepdad rapidly. I was stealing a lot of drugs from my stepdad, a lot of pot, a lot of whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so it ended up catching up on me. He ended up finding out about me. But all my life, I never had the best home life. Like my stepdad and my mom's relationship was always pretty toxic. So I remember as soon as he found out, he got back to that house and he started. It was a rampage. You know what I'm saying? It started getting bad quick. And I remember it got to the point where I was pinned up in the corner of my room and I was like, all right, it's go time. Like I was either fighting for my life or I was leaving that night. And I ended up just packing up my shit and leaving because I knew I had a place to go that first night. You know what I'm saying? I would have rather been, you know, a little pissed off and lonely than in that house and fucking whatever's going to happen is going to happen.
Yeah, real shit.
And because I seen some shit, you know, go down between my mom and my stepdad or my mom and other guys. I see some terrible shit. And so I knew, I was like, I got to leave. So I ended up leaving, staying at my friend's house for 2 nights. And then after that second night, he was like, you can't stay here tonight.
Yeah.
He's like, it ain't my fault. I was like, I get you, bro. He's like, I got it right. Because it wasn't that I was like, I wasn't worried about being homeless. You know what I'm saying? I was just worried about what I'm going to do if I need a doctor's appointment or what I'm going to do if I need this or that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to do none of that shit. I'm a
Well, wasn't your mom like hollering at you trying to find you? Or?
So that's the thing. So my mom was like, the night that I got kicked out, we was yelling and shit, you know, just screaming. And I was like, Mom, like, let's go. Like I was out, me and my mom it's always been me and my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like just me and her. And like, I feel like that night I kind of lost my mom in a way. Like I left the house and she was like, I remember I called her from my friend's house. I was like, are you not going to leave? Like, do you realize what just happened? And she's like, no.
Oh, damn.
Like,
that shit hurt.
Damn, bro. I was like, I remember I broke down and shit. But that's when I realized I was like, you don't got no one. Like, your dad's in jail. Your mom with this fucker. You know what I'm saying? You're you.
Yeah.
So that's when I realized I was like, you're going to have to go to exceed limits. That's when I really started getting bad. You know what I'm saying? Picked up the coke bag, started dealing the coke bag. You know what I'm saying? Playing the pill game, popping pills, snorting pills. I remember it got so bad one time I was at Link Learning, the online school. I switched from public school to online during my last proceeding of probation because public school was terrible, bro. Like, it was just getting so bad to the point where if someone told me to fight, I was just going to fight.
Yeah, you didn't even need a reason.
So,
you're like, oh, damn, all right,
for
come
real,
on.
bro. So after that, like, it got so bad one time I was at Link Learning, I sneezed and I wiped my nose and there was powder.
Oh, hell no.
And my PO was right next to me. And I was like, I'm saying, like, trying to wipe this powder off my hands. But that's when I knew it was bad. That's when I realized I was like, I got a problem. I need to blow back. Like, I'm sneezing up pills from yesterday, bro.
Yeah, that's a bad look.
That shit's unheard of. So yeah, no, that was definitely the big impact of switching my past and the real music.
So basically, you put all that energy into music is basically what you're saying.
That's when I knew it was do or die. Because at that point, I was slowing down in school. I was about to get off probation. I was like, I'm gonna give this rap shit a go.
So you were homeless. You just sleep anywhere.
Anywhere. I remember. I stayed with my homie Ryan the first 2 nights. Slept on a bench the 3rd night. I remember the whole first month of living. So 3rd night I slept on a bench. Then the night after the bench, I slept across the street under there's a library across from Blue Park on 1st Street, and there's like a fucking like a pavilion, not a pavilion, but it's like there's flowers under it. So I slept under there that night.
Well, so you didn't have no other family? Your mom wasn't like, oh, come back? Like,
at this time, my grandpa.
And how old were you when this happened?
14. I left home at 14. Lord. So my grandpa and me weren't in contact at the time.
That's the definition of down bad.
No, 100%. So me and my grandpa weren't in contact at the time, but he always lived in Marinette. My other grandma from my mom's side, both from my mom's side. My mom's mom lives in Milwaukee, so I have no way to contact her. I don't even know her phone number. I mean, I got her on Facebook. We're in contact now because I'm in good spirits. I got my own house and whatnot, so I'm living good now. But I definitely had to, come through the trenches to get there.
Yeah.
So fucking grandpa couldn't, I wasn't even going to ask grandpa. Grandma's all the way in Milwaukee. My dad was in jail. I wasn't going to text my dad's girlfriend. I'm not going to put that on her. You know what I'm saying? So After that second night of sleeping outside, I was like, I can't do this shit again. You know what I'm saying? A block away, my buddy John lived there. He's not my friend no more. But I went and stayed with him a couple nights, which that's really sad to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I was still friends with these people. Like, I got a few friends that I'll be friends with forever. You know what I'm saying? Just 'cause the help they gave me. But yeah, fuck, I'm stuck.
But anyway, so you just basically were going couch to couch.
Yeah, bro.
Essentially, we
So
don't even gotta break it down.
yeah,
No more.
basically couch to couch until my best friend Pons, he was like, this sleep here whenever you want, this basement, you know. I had full access to the basement, and then
So he was the
so
one.
yeah, he was really helping me for sure, no doubt. And then within the summer, my people had a camper, and they were like, you can move into here.
Okay,
So-
word. That's yeah. I don't know. I couldn't imagine going through that at 14. I'm pretty sure I was 14. I was like a freshman in high school, something like that, bro.
No, yeah, it
The
was rough.
slightest. I mean, bro.
I remember,
couldn't even
like,
imagine.
3 months after like being gone, me and my mom finally were like on good terms, and I would sneak into the house to shower and shit. 'Cause when my stepdad was gone, like, I'd sneak in, grab a few more of my clothes, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause like, no matter what, like, and that's what I hated the most is like, I got kicked out at one of the worst times. Like, right before I got kicked out, I went and bought a bunch of clothes, bought a bunch of shoes, did a bunch of dumb shit with my money.
Right.
If I would have known that was gonna happen,
You wouldn't
shit,
have
I would
bought
have
none of
saved the
it.
money. You know what I'm saying?
Do
So,
you and your stepdad ever make up, or is it?
so yeah, we're on good terms now. You know, I fuck with him. I don't think I'll ever love dude
Yeah.
because of the shit that I've been through with him, the shit that I've seen him do, the shit that I've seen. You know what I'm saying? I definitely. I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress 3 different times. For the first time when I was 5, I didn't even know you could get diagnosed with PTSD at that young.
No, at that point.
Then once at 10, and then once again at 15.
Yeah,
I
that's
got
wild.
diagnosed.
So, back on the music, just because this man's story is way too
Yeah.
wild, and this is about to be a part 1, 2 at this point. It's about to be my longest podcast, and I've done a lot of these.
Yeah, let's get back to the music.
I ain't gonna lie to you, gang. I mean, I figured everyone's been through some shit. I didn't think it'd be all this, so I mean.
No, yeah, it's
you know,
crazy.
yeah.
There's definitely some shit I won't talk about on camera either, but
Yeah,
it's definitely
I don't
crazy.
even need to hear it, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm good on it.
Everyone's got a story, you know, though, so
yeah,
it's
no,
good.
shit, I feel you on that. So okay, you said you started going to actual studio. You started, you know, your music wasn't trash no more. You know, you started moving up. So what was the next step from there in the ladder?
So the first breakthrough, I want to say, like, where I was like, I got to keep going, was my first show I did at the Max in Iron Mountain. There was only like 15 people there. I don't even like to call it my first show, but I realized, like, okay, I got somewhere. Now I just need to change a little bit of a path. That's when I started making the real rap, you know what I'm saying, pouring my life into the music. And like 2 months after that was the first competition show in Marinette.
So this is the one I went to.
And so no, so I
Oh, okay.
well, were you at the first one?
I don't know which one.
Were you only at the one that AMD won?
I was only at the one AMD was at.
Okay, so yeah, so that was the second one. So the first one we did in Marinette, brought like 25 people out, 27 people out or something, like a good number. And Reed seen it, texted me, like, I want to be your manager. You know what I'm saying? I got
so
my
he
artist.
hit you up first.
Yeah, he hit me up.
And what were you thinking when
Well,
he
no.
said that?
So this is funny as shit. So actually, and that's a funny story about you too. So I actually hit both of y'all up.
Oh, for
Like
real?
a year before, like when I was still writing the drill music, I hit both of y'all up. You might remember I texted you. You were gonna give me a slot on a show. I was like, I gotta get a phone. The cops got my shit, and you were like, get a phone. Let me know as soon as you got a phone, and I'm gonna help you out.
Yeah, that sounds.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was on Instagram.
Okay, yeah, on Instagram.
Okay.
And so I ended up not getting a phone for like 2 weeks, but then that competition show happened, and Reed reached out to me. But before Reed
I
reached
think
out
I
to
do
me,
remember that because I was reading this message. I'm like, dog, what?
Yeah.
I'm like,
the
what's
cops had my phone. They were investigating. They were going through my Snapchat and shit. But the first time I reached out to Reed, I sent him a song. He ignored that shit, bro. He gave me the stiff arm, bro. He was like, he left me on red for like 8 hours. I texted him back. I was like, you listened to it yet? He's like, nah, I'm at work. I'll let you know when I do. And he let me know like 2 hours later. He was like, so this was like a 12-hour process to get Reed's cosign. This shitty ass cosign he gave me. He said, yeah, it's all right. You just need to get in a real studio. Bro, because it was on the headphones.
Hey, he was being real at least.
No,
He
for
could
real.
have, you know, some, you know.
Then he hit me up and he was like, you know, I'd be really interested with working with you. Like, you write real rap. Because, like, that competition show, I went there and I only spit real rap. Like, I didn't even go there for the competition show. I just went there to put on a show in my hometown. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was about. Like, I just wanted to perform. And I didn't expect to get nothing out of it. And he was like, I want to be your manager. And like 2 weeks after that, we met up, knocked out like a photo shoot. We did someone within like the first week of me being his artist. We posted a reel on Facebook. It got like 4,000 views and 90 comments, and all the comments were just people wanting to work.
Yeah, people
like,
were going
so
crazy.
I was like, bet, bro. Like now I can like get out and work with all these different people. I got to work with some really cool people, definitely in Wisconsin and Michigan scene, all around scene. You know what I'm saying?
So then, what was next after that? I know y'all did a bunch of stuff.
So yeah,
I'd be tapped. That's how I can read a lot.
So that second competition show, that was literally like a day after he texted me or something.
The one I'm at,
the one you were at.
Okay.
Yeah. So like me, AMD and me were like the two biggest like like the people who brought the most people.
Brought a lot of people.
Because that's what he told me. He was like, bro, this AMD kid's just like you. Like he sold the exact amount of tickets. I was like, bet, like it's a go, like we're lit. Cause that's all. I don't care about nothing, bro. If we're here, there's a bunch of people. We're about to have a good time. Let's get it.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm
saying.
saying? I don't give a shit about nothing else.
That was the first time I ever been to a Marinette before. I literally remember that. I was AMD. Was like, hey, bro. First thing I said, bro, you know I hate competitions, gang. He's like, it's a Marinette. I'm like, you know I'm not going.
I'm not going.
I'm not going to no Marinette. He's like, come on, Gut. I'm like, all right, bro. I show up. I was like, I got out the car. I'm like, so this is what this Marinette's all about, eh? I remember that though. I remember that because yeah, it was. I think the only people that I really remember performing was you, AMD. I think Sage performed too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Sage and what's his name? Young Day.
Oh yeah, Day. Yeah, Day's raw too.
Yeah,
so,
he is. He's dope.
Who won that thing?
Sage and AMD, and then someone, I forgot the third person, but I know Sage and AMD.
Sage normally every competition.
Because Sage was trying to let AMD win, but then he won first, and he was like, fuck.
Yeah, he didn't want the first place
He
prize.
literally posted about it. He was like, I was trying to let my little bro AMD win, but they still gave me first.
Yeah, he came over to me. I remember Sage came over to me before he even started. He's like, hey, bro, I'm going to try to get second. I'm like, how you going to try to get second? He's like, I'm not going to. I'm just
that
not
motherfucker.
Gonna, he's
bro,
like, I'm not
so
going to try very hard.
I don't know. His stage presence is unmatched. I was just talking about that the other day. I was like,
yeah, I remember that because I remember I was talking some shit on Snaps. I don't really talk shit. Like, come out the Marinette. Both Mars get first and second. Good night. Good night. Good night. I said some shit, but I don't know. Competitions is such a weird thing, bro. Just because, like,
I don't like them.
Yeah, it's the
I feel
whole.
like the vibe is off.
Well, yeah, because it's not like you have some people too who like they'll turn up and they're like, oh my man's ain't performing. Let me walk away. Let me not turn
that's
up.
what I don't
versus
like.
like it's a normal show. You kind of
you're just there.
vibing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But okay, so after that, then. You know what was next from there? You started doing shows like
we started doing smaller shows. We did a show with Jake Lacoste. You know him? He's a big Wisconsin put on. You know what I'm saying? Up north. He's a great artist.
A lot of stuff up north. You know,
most country.
I don't go up north, so
okay. He we did one of his shows in Iron Mountain. But that was like the last like little show I did, because right around that time I got the text from Reed saying like, Afro Man's available to do a feature and video, and I was like, it's a go. You know what I'm saying? I've been listening to Afro Man since I was 8. Colt 45. So I was like, it's a go.
And then you started. You did like a tour with them then?
So
or
yeah, we did a song and video, and then we did 5 shows in 5 days in June of last year. We were in Iowa, Madison.
That's where I'm from, you know.
Michigan. Iowa?
Yeah,
really?
that's where I'm from.
What part?
Mason City. You probably never heard of it.
Yeah, we were just in.
It's not a great place.
We were just in Des Moines, Iowa City.
Yeah, Des Moines very good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you went to the mall there. Go to the mall there. There's a lot of.
We did go to the mall.
The big Jordan.
They got a skating rink in there, bro. It was crazy. I was like,
mall,
what the hell?
Their mall's pretty insane there.
Yeah, no.
There's a lot of stuff to do in Des Moines. The nightlife there too. I know you're not old enough for the nightlife there. So it's pretty serious out there.
Yeah.
They get down in Des Moines.
Yeah,
man.
no, we did a few shows out there. I've been out there a few times with Afro Man, Montana. I think. Yeah.
So what was your favorite artist that you opened up for, or if you can run through the artists you opened up for quick? I know you opened up for a lot of different ones. So.
I've opened for Afro Man, Montana, Rise Hendrix. I've gone on tour with those 3. I've opened up for Twista. I've opened up for Blind Fury. Me and Blind Fury got music together. I just opened up for Mac Lethal last night in the Bing Bong Guy. Fuck Your Life. Gorilla Nems. What are some other big shows that we done? I'm trying to think of the bigger ones.
I mean,
we did the YNJ. I mean, that
Yeah,
wasn't
that was
big. I just had to bring that up.
That was an interesting one.
Did he come? Did he end up coming that night?
Apparently,
Okay.
I never saw Dog. I talked to him.
I
knew
to find
that
some videos. Of him
I know
performing.
that show was going to be down bad from the jump, just because like just the way it was marketed was so terrible. It's unfortunate too, because if that would have been marketed the right way, it would have been a big
nice
show,
night for sure.
I know a lot of people listen to YNJ, but I knew it was down bad from the jump. I pretty much told you. I'm pretty sure I
No,
talked.
yeah, we were
y'all
talking about it before.
I'm like, this ain't gonna be good. I
Yeah.
can tell y'all off rip. So my question is so all these artists, right? You open up for, you know, they're pretty big names, but there's a common theme for them that a lot of them are older, and you're young artist. Is that something that you like, or is that something that?
Here's my thing: is I won't do a show if I don't know the headliner. You know what I'm saying? If I can be out there and I'll be singing their songs, I got no problem, because most of my playlist is from music 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like the new age stuff. It's all about drugs, pussy, and money. I'm not about it.
Yeah, I like all that. I like the new stuff.
You like that stuff?
That's what I like.
The only new rappers I be listening to, bro, are Meek Mill and Millies.
That's an interesting too to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely are more of an old head mindset.
Yeah, no, I be listening to Lil Wayne.
So my question
on
is,
Jelly Roll
okay,
rap.
so I know who Afro Man is. I know Montez. That's like the only artist I could say all those. I'm like actually like, okay, actually.
You know
Listen,
Twista?
I know Twista,
Oh,
but
okay.
like I've never gotten a car and played Twista. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, I know he is, but you know what I mean. I've never gotten a whip before and played him. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm getting at is there do you want to start, you know, opening up touring or whatever with artists that are more in the now, more like on right now?
So
Or
I feel like if I were to
mindset with it, I guess.
if I were to, it'd have to be under a circumstance. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd have to have a song with the person or like something like that. Like I don't just want to hop on tour with whoever just because it's beneficial for myself. You know what I mean? Like it's more of whether or not if I like the person. Like I was just going over this yesterday. Like it's not about if someone hits me $500 for a verse, I don't really care. Like if I don't like the song, I might not do it. I don't care about the $500.
See me, I have a different mindset with this shit. Like me, I look at first thing as first. If I can get a slot, because I've gotten slot opportunities, you know, for my own artists. Obviously, you know, I had, you know, I've had Sage open up for Ellie Chop. I had Sage open up for Grizzly. I had Sage open for. I didn't have him open. Be open up for Dirk. You know what I'm saying?
See, like I would do
stuff
I would
like
do
that.
like NLE. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really look at it from that point of view. Like
Yeah.
actually, like
But like me,
let me rephrase that.
But like me personally, right? Like I don't listen to Ice Spice, right? You know, I don't sit around bump Ice Spice. But I'm telling you right now, if I can get an opportunity to open up for Ice Spice, I'm doing it. Because I look at it as from the business perspective, like, oh, there's gonna be this many people, this many opportunities. Like I can give a fuck about anything else.
No, for
you know what I'm
sure.
saying?
I've definitely did that before. But I don't prefer to anymore. So let me rephrase that. If it's like a opportunity standpoint, I meant to say it more of a, like as a money standpoint. Like if you're just trying to pay me for something, like I don't really care. I can't be bought. But like how you just said, like well, I could be bought. Like if it's 50 grand for like 8 bars, and I'm just like this little rapper, you know what I'm saying? I'll take your 50 grand for a little 8-bar verse. You know
what about like 2 grand?
Yeah.
All right, 2 grand.
Bro,
Right.
2 grand.
You
Yeah.
moved down from 50 to 2 real quick.
Bro,
There
that's
we go.
48 stretch, but I mean, so, but yeah, if it was like like how you just said, like NLE, if I got the opportunity to do that, I would do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like the market for NLE is so good because you got to think NLE blew up when he was 16 years old.
Yeah.
So that would be a perfect market for me to go on and rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the only thing I could say that something that you should try to do in the future is try to, just because I would assume most. I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, because like I said, I haven't been to all these shows, and you know,
No, you're good.
You know what I'm saying? But when for the most part, most of the people at these shows be older people.
No, yeah,
so
for sure.
probably what, in like the 30s,
I'd say like
upper 20s, stuff like that.
like their age.
Yeah, people at the shows, like people watching,
yeah,
you
no,
know,
all
crowd.
it's always a younger crowd too. That's what I've been noticing. Like even in Appleton, we brought out Twista. I didn't see one person that looked over the age of 30. You know what I'm
Really?
saying?
So
Like,
everyone
they
looked
all
younger?
looked. Most of them look like college people. But you got to think, like when I think of Twista, I think of the Kamikaze album with Kanye and Jamie Foxx. So like you got to think they're probably just more or less there for Twista because of his name, not really because he's what he's done. They only know his one song. You know what I'm saying? They're not sitting there spitting all that. Twista's a legend though. That's not no disrespect to Twista. He's a fucking dope.
No, 100%. So what's your favorite feature that you've done, or your favorite songs you got out?
My favorite song that I have out right now is Cruel World 2 is platform. But my favorite feature is definitely the Mac Lethal. Me and Mac Lethal got a song coming out. See, so like Blind Fury and Mac Lethal, them two songs, like, them are pretty special to me. I watched both of them on YouTube growing up. You know what I'm saying? Especially Mac Lethal, like when he used to get. I don't know if you.
I mean, I know because of Reed. You know what I'm saying? I'm always tapped in.
So-
I talk to him at least once a week.
He was super
But-
viral. He would make raps. People would send him letters, and he would rap them.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so he went super viral off that. I guess Chris Brown sued him because he made a Look At Me, or not Look At Me Now. Was it Look At Me? No, it wasn't Look At Me Now. It's
Chris Brown sued. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. Don't matter what he sued him
I'm
for.
making pancakes. Yeah, it was Look At Me Now. Yeah, he sued him because he remixed Look At Me Now. Made like a pancake rap about it, and it blew the fuck up.
Yeah, it just went
like
crazy.
60 million or some shit.
Okay, so going from that, what's your next few moves coming up?
We're doing 9 shows in 8 days with Afro Man this June. 2 shows in 1 day. We got Manitowoc and Appleton in the same day.
So how it was one like earlier in the
so
day? Or
yeah,
what?
so one of them ends at the Manitowoc one ends at 10, and the doors for the Appleton one open at.
Oh, so you just go. Right
Yeah,
now.
it's a little hour drive. I'll smoke a little weed.
Yeah, then just go and get it.
Yep.
Anything else, or is it just that?
We're all about to do 4 shows in 4 days with Rise Hendricks. Shout out RSP, Team RSP. They're about to do a whole run, go all around the world, little 12, 13 dates.
So you're gonna be at every
Texas.
date for that?
I'm not. My boy Dilly Bars is. I'm gonna be on the first 4 though.
Why
all
not you doing the whole
dates.
thing?
It's not for me right now. I don't know.
Yeah, you're not feeling
More, but the first 4. Well, not only that. I just want to be able to. At the moment right now, I want to be able to bring my people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
I feel you.
the first 4 dates is Appleton, Marinette, Iron Mountain, and then Madison. So I'll be able to have my
Madison's
people.
an interesting market. You ever performed there before?
The Annex. No, I've never been to the
It's
Annex.
a very interesting
I'm-
market.
I'm excited as
You'll be
fuck.
you'll be in for a treat.
I performed at the Crucible in Madison with
Oh, okay.
Afro Man last year.
Yeah, every time I've done a master show, it's always been valid. But it's just, you get some interesting people.
Bro.
That's all I'm gonna say. You get some
Bro.
you get some interesting cats in
I
Madison.
seen 3 people in matching Pikachu costumes at the Afro Man show, and then
Yeah, I
they
know.
come up to Afro Man, started making a big fuss, and then like they kicked them out, and they went on social media and was like, Afro Man's a homophobe, transphobe, and he hates veterans, and
Yeah,
just started
I
like
told
saying
you,
a
man,
bunch of
Madison's
shit.
a different breed. And
Like,
you'll
what
be
the
in for
fuck?
a treat. So our next part of this is my favorite part. So I'm gonna ask you a couple quick questions.
Let's
you know,
do
we'll
it.
do it, make this, but this is the most controversial part because I always like to see what people say. So we're gonna give you top 5 local artists. So when I mean local, I mean
I
in
was
this.
training for this. I knew he was gonna ask.
You know, local artists that are in the area. Obviously, I think you know what that means. I don't have to break it
No,
down.
for
So what we got? I want to see
So-
if you know the game around here.
So I'm going number 1 for myself.
This doesn't have to be in the order either. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
yeah, I'm not gonna go in order because I'd be pretty stuck there. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta go Dilly Bars, my boy Dilly Bars. He's killing it. He's got so many different ways he can do it. He can sing, he can rap, he can Meek Mill it out. You know,
Meek
Yeah.
Mill it out.
little slow rap. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go Young G So Crazy. Big part of
And
helping me out.
He's got the EP coming out.
Oh
with him.
yeah, 5-song EP. Watch out for that. He actually just got he went silver with one of his projects and got a plaque and shit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he just went silver. He's starting his own record label, 1100 Records. Little
That's
shout
dope.
out him and Lavelle Loveless. We'll go Lavelle Loveless, number 3. So Lavelle Loveless, Young G So Crazy, Billy Bars.
Two
I gotta
spots
go.
left.
I gotta go. Pain Made Youngin, my boy out of Hannahville. You ever hear him?
Yeah, I know him.
Raw as fuck. He can do it all too. Sing, rap. He does all of his own shit too. Mixing. He makes his own beats. Number 5, I'm gonna have to go Kid Vibe.
All right, there we go.
Have to go Kid Vibe.
That's the 5. A very unique list. I don't think not a
everywhere.
single person that you said out of all my podcasts made anyone else top 5. So
That's good.
that's what I like. It's unique. It's different. He didn't say the usual 5. A lot of people, it's a lot of copy and paste.
So what's the most common names that you hear?
Probably Monte, Sage. Those are probably the 2.
I Love You Truly is pretty hard too.
Yeah, I mean,
I just started listening.
he's never
to
been on
him.
there either. I get a lot
raw.
of Sage,
Okay.
a lot of AMDs,
What's
a
that?
lot of Sage.
What's that song of Sage's where it's like smoking on a cat piss?
Oh, that's
Is it-
Hit Us.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
that dropped?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that song is
Alright,
probably
bet.
one of his older songs. But yeah, I mean, I have to watch it through. That's a lot of this same shit I get every time. It's kind of cool being a little different, but you know what I'm saying?
I feel like I'm from a different area though too. Like when you say locally.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird too because I'll have people that I'll do a podcast with. They'll talk about artists in Milwaukee. You know what I mean? So it kind of goes up and down all around. And then, so you said coming up, you got all those tours. Do you have any plans of any more features, any more?
So I was actually just talking to my boy Reed about it. Come tax season, I want to cash out on a big feature from a newer age artist. I've been thinking Doobie or Caskey, because that's like the music I listen to on my free time, you know.
So, but that Caskey and Doobie, those aren't new artists, bro. They've been around for a minute.
No, but I'm saying
you know
they're
like
in the newer wave. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
they're still
they're not in
now.
Guts wave, but no, I feel you saying not my wave of artists. You know what? When you get the tax season, come, we'll do a 3-way call. I'll send you a couple artists I think would be a good look. Cause
right.
I ain't gonna lie to you, gang. My at least my 2 cents would be, bro, if you want a feature to really like move, and I know you a little different. I can tell by the way you like your music. You like stuff with more meaning. You like stuff that means more to you, but. I guess that's more the business side of me. I guess I don't think about that part. I just think of dollars and, you know, the streams. So that's, you know, maybe that's not my time or my place for that. But
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm a little, my brain's wired a little differently.
No, definitely lock it in. Send me some.
Yeah, no, I got you. Is there anything else you want to say for the pod? Any shout outs? Anything that you miss that you're just like, you know, I need to get this off my chest?
I want to say shout out Team RSP, shout out 1100 Records, shout out Michigan. Mac Lethal X 906. He shot the video yesterday.
Shot it yesterday. He had a show last night. Got up early for the pod. You know what I'm saying? He's
about to go to the studio after this.
We're in the studio right now. Come on.
Let's do it. I got shit ready to go.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate 906Hammy coming out here. You feel me? I haven't seen the man in a minute. But this is Gut with Gut Talk. Appreciate y'all tuning in and watch the next one. Comment, like, do the whole 9. Keep these lights on. You know what I'm saying? Someone's got to pay for them.